students, welcome to video solutions for ANTS FT1. Here we will be discussing the botany section. Now the very first question, the Golgi complex in a cell participates in. So Golgi complex is involved in the packaging and eventual secretion and transportation of materials. So for this transportation purpose what it can do is जो भी molecules के चारों तरफ उसने packaging किया है, they are released in the form of vesicles, or more precisely we call them to be secretory vesicles. So question number 91. The function of Golgi complex, the correct answer should be option B, formation of secretory vesicles. Now, which system correctly distinguishes taxonomy from systematics? So what we know about taxonomy is this, that it primarily consists of things like identification, characterization, nomenclature, classification. But along with that, if we add the concept of evolutionary relationships, then this concept changes to systematics. So systematics to be considered, we need to mention evolutionary relationships. So here it is asked that which statement distinguishes taxonomy from systematics. So taxonomy deals with identification, nomenclature and classification. So this is the description with respect to the topic of taxonomy, which is distinguishing it from systematics, because systematics बोलने से तुमको वहाँ पे evolutionary relationship वाला point add करना पड़ेगा. So it means question number 92, the correct answer should be option C. Now question number 93, which of the following is an example of epigynous flower? So in case of sunflower, the two types of florets, ray florets and disc florets, दोनों के केस में हम क्या देख रहे हैं? They have epigynous condition, inferior ovary. So question number 93, the correct answer should be option C, sunflower. Question number 94, in gymnosperms, the female gametophyte develops from. So what we have to keep in mind here is the ovule and the megasporangium. You can use these two terms interchangeably. Inside the ovule, whatever fertile cell mass is there, that will undergo meiosis, resulting in the formation of a functional megaspore. It's this functional megaspore which further divides and differentiates, resulting in the formation of the female gametophyte. And eventually उसी female gametophyte में some of these cells they mature into archegonia. तो इसका मतलब फॉर्मेशन हो किससे रहा है, डेवलप्स फ्रॉम किससे हो रहा है, फंक्शनल मेगास्पोर. क्वेश्चन नंबर 94, द करेक्ट आंसर शुड बी ऑप्शन ए. Now question number 95, which of the following shows arithmetic growth? So this is a direct sentence from NCERT, and if you recall, in arithmetic growth what is happening is growth occurs at a very constant rate. Over the course of time t, growth एकदम constant rate में चल रहा है. So roots में जो division हो रहा है and eventually उस division की वजह से उसका जो elongation हो रहा है, that tends to follow a constant rate, hence arithmetic growth. So question number 95, the correct answer is option A. Now question number 96, cell cycle से related हो रहा है, that which of the following pairs is correctly matched? So if you look at anaphase 1, the moment we see homologous chromosomes या फिर उन homologous chromosomes का separation, immediately the step that comes to our mind is anaphase 1. So that is a correct match over there. So question number 96, the correct answer should be option D. Now question number 97, isobilateral leaf is characterized by. So an isobilateral leaf or a monocot leaf. So in isobilateral leaf what will happen is both surfaces morphologically and anatomically they have similarities. One such similarity is that on both surfaces almost equal amount of stomata are present. So इसका मतलब ये जो statement A है that is correct. Apart from that, because these are monocot leaves, इनका जो venation हो रहा है, that venation tends to be parallel venation. So statement B भी correct है यहाँ पे. मेसोफिल जो यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट होगा, तो व्हाट वी नोटिस इज दोनों सरफेसेस, क्योंकि हम लोग एनाटॉमिकली एंड मॉर्फोलॉजिकली सिमिलर बता रहे हैं, तो एनाटॉमिकली जो वहाँ पे मेसोफिल प्रेजेंट होगा, यहाँ पे कोई डिस्टिंक्शन इनटू पैलिसेड या स्पंजी मेसोफिल ऐसा अकर नहीं हो रहा है. सो अनडिफरेंशिएटेड मेसोफिल. सो स्टेटमेंट सी भी करेक्ट है. इसका मतलब ऑल ऑफ द अबव आर करेक्ट. क्वेश्चन नंबर 97, द करेक्ट आंसर शुड बी ऑप्शन डी. Question number 98, which of the following pairs is incorrectly matched? Euglena, it does show mixotrophic nutrition. Amoeba, it forms food vacuoles by engulfing food particles. Paramecium, flagella for locomotion. Paramecium utilizes thousands of cilia present on its body surface for locomotion. So that is not going to be flagella. So question number 98, the correct answer should be option C. Now question number 99. which respiratory substrate gives the highest respiratory quotient value? So 6CO2 6O2 वाला जो ratio वहाँ पे आ रहा था, that ratio comes up to be 1. Yes, so that was the respiratory quotient for glucose in aerobic respiration. बाकी तीनों जो substrates यहाँ पे mentioned है, pure fats, pure proteins, इनका तो चलो directly कभी breakdown होता नहीं है. Further इनको हमने fatty acid, glycerol, amino acids इनमें break करके अगर और further breakdown किया, what we notice is इन तीनों के लिए including tripalmitin, इन तीनों के लिए the RQ value comes to be less than 1. वो decimal में आ रहा है, 0.9, 0.7 इस तरीके के आंसर आ रहा है. So highest किसका हो रहा है? For glucose in aerobic respiration, question number 99, the correct answer should be option A. Now question number 100 related to experiments of photosynthesis. One of the earliest experiments in photosynthesis was done in 1770 by Joseph Priestley. So the moment you see Priestley's name, you know that this is the bell jar experiment that we have, where inside the bell jar, mouse, mint plant, burning candle, ये जो पूरा setup था, it's that experiment. So he demonstrated that. So as a part of his experiment, what was demonstrated? The fact that plants restore to the air whatever breathing animals and burning candles remove. तो mint plant के साथ जब mice को and वहाँ पे burning candle को रखा गया था, it was observed that the candle did not get extinguished, the mice survived. So that was getting restored by the plant which was kept over there. So question number 100, the correct answer should be option A. Question number 101. Assertion reason question हो रहा है. Assertion oxidative phosphorylation occurs on the inner mitochondrial membrane. This is true. Inner mitochondrial membrane, its extensions which are cristae, उसको use करके oxidative phosphorylation occur हो रहा है. Grana increases the surface area of mitochondria. Instead of grana, अगर वहाँ पे cristae term होता तो ये statement भी सही होता, explanation भी correct हो जाता. But grana is not a part of mitochondria. Grana is a component of chloroplast. So it means assertion is true, but reason is false. Therefore, question number 101, assertion is true, reason is false. The correct answer should be option C. Now, question number 102, how many carbon atoms are lost as carbon dioxide per pyruvate molecule is in link reaction? So, हर एक pyruvate molecule जो link reaction से move कर रहा है, so link reaction that is nothing but oxidative decarboxylation, तो उसमें एक pyruvate से कितना carbon dioxide release हो रहा है? So one pyruvate, that's a 3 carbon molecule, इससे release क्या होगा? एक carbon dioxide release हो रहा है, so we are talking about 1 carbon. इस तरीके से how many pyruvate are formed in glucose? ग्लूकोज से तो 2 pyruvate बनता है, तो that's why आगे जाके 2 CO2 रिलीज होंगे. हमें यहाँ पे क्या पूछा गया है? पर molecule of pyruvate. तो इसका मतलब correct answer क्या होना चाहिए? 1. So question number 102, the correct answer is going to be option B, 1. अगर यहाँ पे 1 pyruvate की जगह 1 glucose बोला होता, तब तुम्हारा आंसर 2 होता. So be careful what has been mentioned. For per pyruvate, per glucose किस तरीके से question पूछा गया है. Now 103, what is or are the functions of accessory pigments? They enable a wider range of wavelength of incoming light to be utilized for photosynthesis. This is true. Chlorophyll A वो एक particular range में light absorb कर पा रहा है, but अगर broader wavelength क्या light हम लोग utilize यहाँ पे करना चाहे, तो उसके लिए other pigments, accessory pigments होने चाहिए. So it seems a wider range of wavelength can be used. They absorb light and transfer the energy to reaction center. This is true. The accessory pigments, they are making the light harvesting complex. ये light को accumulate कर रहा है और उस energy को फिर pass on कर रहा है to the reaction center to start the process of photophosphorylation. They protect reaction center from photooxidation. Yes. अगर बहुत high intensity of light chlorophyll A पे directly incident हो गया, it will cause damage of the chlorophyll A, which is basically photooxidation. So in order to protect chlorophyll A from photooxidation, it is surrounded by accessory pigments. तो statement C भी यहाँ पे correct है. So it means all the 3 are correct. So option D. Now question number 104, which group of plants shows heterospory as a regular feature? So they are not asking which group can show heterospory, they are asking which group shows heterospory as a normal or as a characteristic feature. So heterospory is observed in some pteridophytes and all gymnosperms and angiosperms. तो यहाँ पे regular feature कौन सा होगा? Gymnosperms and angiosperms के लिए. तो option यहाँ पे हमारा कौन सा वाला मिल रहा है? All angiosperms. So 104, the correct answer should be option D. Question number 105. Which placentation is found in the family Malvaceae? So Malvaceae family का एक characteristic example हो रहा है ladies finger, जिसको हम लोग okra या फिर भिंडी भी बोलते हैं. So when you look at a cross section, you can very distinctly observe the presence of axial placentation. So I can use that regular example to keep this in mind. So in family Malvaceae, the correct placentation is going to be axial. So 105, the correct answer is option B. Question number 106. What is correct about monocot stem? So in monocot stem, hypodermis is going to be sclerenchymatous. So option A, C, D. अभी के लिए तीनों लग रहे हैं. Next, उनका जो vascular bundles होगा, they are going to be closed. So now option A and C. Eventually, एक और चीज जो मैं identify करने में help करेगा, that is phloem parenchyma. In case of a monocot stem, phloem parenchyma is absent. तो तीनों match किस में हो रहा है? Option C में. So question number 106, the correct answer should be option C. Now question number 107, match the column related to plant hormones. So IAA, that is involved in the overall maintenance of apical dominance. So it seems that IAA 2 यहाँ पे मैच हो रहा है. So A, B, D सारे सही लग रहे हैं. After that ABA, abscisic acid is also called to be stress hormone. So 2, 3. तो इतना देखते हैं हमारा ये मैच हो रहा है. Let's cross check. Ethylene, that is involved in abscission. Cytokinin, it is involved in production of new chloroplast and leaf. तो ये यहाँ पे मैच हो रहा है. So question number 107, the correct answer should be option A. 108, which of the following correctly represents increasing complexity of body organization? So simplest यहाँ पे body organization किसका होगा? बैक्टीरिया का. तो option A and B. बैक्टीरिया से थोड़ा evolved प्लांटी भी है, प्रोटिस्टा भी है, बट प्लांटी के कंपैरिजन में प्रोटिस्टा का तो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कॉम्प्लेक्स नहीं हो सकता है. सो इट मीन्स बैक्टीरिया, प्रोटिस्टा, फंजाई एंड प्लांटी. क्वेश्चन नंबर 108, द करेक्ट आंसर शुड बी ऑप्शन बी. 109, calyx in Asteraceae is modified into. So it's a very characteristic property of family Asteraceae that इनका जो calyx हो रहा है, as it keeps on developing, जैसे से flower, fruit वगैरह में mature होता जा रहा है, calyx retain हो जाता है. That is a persistent calyx, resulting in the formation of some hair-like or some feather-like structure. तो ये lightweight जो calyx हो रहा है, this modified calyx, it can help in the dispersal of the seed. So that particular structure is called to be a pappus. So question number 109. The correct answer should be option D. Question 110 is from photosynthesis. Statement 1. Photorespiration interferes with the successful functioning of Calvin cycle. This is true. Photorespiration oxidizes ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate, which is an acceptor of carbon dioxide in Calvin cycle. This is also true that RUBP, जिसको अभी CO2 accept करना चाहिए था, during photorespiration what is happening? वो oxygen accept कर रहा है, so it gets oxidized. So it seems both statements 1 and 2 are correct. And इसमें कोई reason वाला point नहीं है, तो directly statement 1 and 2 correct. इसी को हम लोग मानेंगे. So question number 110, the correct answer is going to be option A. Both statements 1 and 2 are correct. Question 111, ribosomal RNA is actively synthesized in. So rRNA का जो synthesis हो रहा है, that is occurring in the nucleolus. So that non-membrane bound dense amorphous mass that you have suspended in the nucleoplasm, that is called nucleolus. So 111, the correct answer should be option B. Now 112, assertion reason. Assertion, scientific names are written in italics when printed. This is true. Reason, italicization distinguishes scientific names from common names. This is also true. Now, why are we writing scientific names in italics? So, एक इसका reason हो रहा है that these are not directly from common language or English language. They are from Latin origin. So, Latin origin denote करने के लिए एक reason हो रहा है, हम उसको italics में लिख रहे हैं. And as you write the entire text or as you print the entire text, in order to distinguish this scientific name from the rest of the words, what we can use is a different font, which is the italic font. So it seems that reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. So 112, the correct answer should be option A. 113, how many of the following statements are correct? So statement number 1, algae can be unicellular or multicellular. This particular point is correct because most algae are multicellular, but we also have chlorella and chlamydomonas who are unicellular. So statement 1 is correct. Statement 2, आर्किगोनिया आर प्रेजेंट इन टेरिडोफाइट्स, सो ब्रायो, टेरिडो, जिम्नो, तीनों में हम लोग आर्किगोनियम देख रहे हैं, सो स्टेटमेंट 2 इज ऑल्सो करेक्ट. Dominant generation in a gymnosperm is sporophyte. This is true. From pterido onwards, pterido, gymno, angio, तीनों में क्या हो रहा है, जो dominant generation हो रहा है, that is the diploid sporophyte. So statement 3 भी correct है. Statement 4, Bryophytes have true root stems and leaves. This is false. जो true root stems and leaves का origin हो रहा है, वो pteridophytes onwards start हो रहा है. Bryo, what it has is, it has some root-like structures called rhizoids. It has the presence of a stem-like axis, leaf-like axis. So it seems they don't have true structures. So statement 4 यहाँ पे क्या हो गया? Incorrect. Statement 5, all pteridophytes produce separate distinct microspores and megaspores. तो ऑल में तो यहाँ पे नहीं हो रहा है, जो हेड्रोस्पोरी कंडीशन है वो कुछ टेरिडोफाइट्स में देखा जा रहा है. सो इट सीम्स दैट स्टेटमेंट 5 इज ऑल्सो इनकरेक्ट. यहाँ पे पूछे हाउ मेनी ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स आर करेक्ट. सो 3 स्टेटमेंट्स आर करेक्ट. सो 113, द करेक्ट आंसर इज ऑप्शन सी. Now 114, which of the following statement about Protista is incorrect? इसमें यहाँ पे incorrect पूछा गया है. So they are eukaryotic organisms, correct. They include heterotrophs but not autotrophs. This statement is false because chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, these are some protists who are autotrophic in nature. तो हमें यहाँ पे incorrect statement पूछा गया है. So statement B is incorrect. 115, सेल साइकिल से मैच द कॉलम. इसमें एक चीज अगर मैच हो रहा है ना, द रेस्ट ऑफ द थिंग विल इजीली मैच. जैसे कि मियोसिस वन इसमें से सबसे कॉमनली किसके साथ कनेक्टेड है? रिडक्शनल डिवीजन, बिकॉज इन द एंटायर मियोसिस इट्स मियोसिस वन विच इज रिडक्शनल इन नेचर. सो A4 अगर मैंने यहाँ पे मैच किया, ये यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली मैच हो रहा है. सो 115, द करेक्ट आंसर शुड बी ऑप्शन डी. Okay, now for question number 116, again a match the column question. So splitting of water that is associated with non-cyclic ETS. Reduction of triose phosphate, this step of Calvin cycle, it utilizes ATP. So A, synthesis of ATP that utilizes the chemiosmotic hypothesis. So 3C, and chlorophyll A, this particular pigment, it has a slightly bluish green color. So blue-green pigment, option B. So if we match it accordingly, so out of the options what we are noticing is 1D, 2A, 3C and 4B. So 116, the correct answer should be option C. Now 117, which of the following correctly represents the floral formula of mustard? So mustard, that belongs to family Brassicaceae, or another name that we use is cruciferae. Now this cruciferae, why is this word used? Because the flower, it has a corolla which is called to be a cruciform corolla. तो उसमें characteristic feature क्या हो रहा है? It's the presence of 4 petals like this. तो tetramerous condition आ रहा है. तो इसका मतलब calyx and corolla दोनों में मुझे यहाँ पे tetramerous condition मिलेगा. So going by that logic, 2 + 2 4, यहाँ पे C4, तो ये दोनों ही tetramerous condition दिखा रहा है. That is a very characteristic identifying feature of family Brassicaceae. So question number 117, the correct answer should be option A. Now question 118, read the following statements and according to किसका ये हो रहा है? Respiration. So glycolysis produces 4 ATP molecules, but the net gain is 2 ATP. So this is correct. Krebs cycle occurs in inner chamber of mitochondria. Inner chamber of mitochondria, that's the mitochondrial matrix, and Krebs cycle is actually occurring there. So statement 2 भी correct है यहाँ पे. Fermentation in muscle cells produces ethanol and carbon dioxide. Muscle cells में fermentation से lactic acid बनता है, not ethanol. So number statement 3 is going to be false. Statement 4, electron transport system is located on the outer mitochondrial membrane. ETS is located on the inner mitochondrial membrane, not outer. तो मतलब statement 4 भी यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? Statement 4 is going to be false. So what we notice over here is यहाँ पे ये correction हो रहा है, मैंने गलती से ये tick मार दिया था. Now statement 5 यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? Protein shows respiratory quotient greater than 1. तो ये वाला पर्टिकुलर स्टेटमेंट भी क्या हो रहा है? ये भी फॉल्स हो रहा है. सो व्हाट वी नोटिस ओवर हियर इज स्टेटमेंट्स 3, 4 एंड 5 आर फॉल्स. तो इसमें हमें करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट मार्क करने को बोला है. तो स्टेटमेंट्स 1 एंड 2. सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 118, द करेक्ट आंसर शुड बी ऑप्शन बी. नाउ 119 डायग्राम बेस्ड क्वेश्चन हो रहा है एनाटॉमी का. Which of the statement is correct with respect to the given image? तो इस पर्टिकुलर इमेज में जो फर्स्ट तुम कैरेक्टरिस्टिक प्रॉपर्टी देखोगे, दैट इज द प्रेजेंस ऑफ मल्टीपल जाइलम पैचेस. सो डेफिनेटली 6 से ज़्यादा यहाँ पे जाइलम पैचेस हो रहा है. दिस इज पॉलीआर्क कंडीशन. तो इसका मतलब स्टेटमेंट बी यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? डेफिनेटली करेक्ट है. नाउ पॉलीआर्क कंडीशन हम लोग कहाँ ऑब्जर्व करते हैं? दिस इज ऑब्जर्व्ड इन केस ऑफ मोनोकॉट्स. तो जैसे ही मोनोकॉट वाला कंसेप्ट आ गया तो सेकेंडरी ग्रोथ इज डेफिनेटली गोइंग टू बी एब्सेंट. तो स्टेटमेंट ए भी करेक्ट हो गया. एंड इन अ मोनोकॉट स्टेम इन अ मोनोकॉट रूट व्हाट वी आर नोटिसिंग इज ये जो सेंट्रल तुम्हारा पिथ रीजन हो रहा है, दिस पिथ टेंड्स टू बी वेल फॉर्म्ड. सो इसका मतलब ये जो डायग्राम हो रहा है, दिस इज फॉर अ रूट, स्पेसिफिकली अ मोनोकॉट रूट. सो ऑल ऑफ द अबव स्टेटमेंट्स आर करेक्ट. 119, the correct answer should be option D. Now question 120, two plants A and B show same absolute growth rate. So this can happen that two plants or two structures, they can have the same absolute growth rate but different relative growth rate. ये भी possible हो सकता है कि absolute growth rate same है but relative growth rate different हो गया है. तो relative growth rate ये depend किस पे करता है? It's the amount of initial growth that is present. तो अगर दो particular plants का या plant parts का relative growth rate अलग हो गया है, it means initially उनका जो growth present था वो क्या होगा? वो different होगा. So 120, the initial weight is different, so that could be considered as the correct answer here. So 120, the correct answer is option A. Now question number 121, the diagram shows a small leafy plant with rhizoids instead of root and a capsule on a stalk. इतना description देख के हमें समझ में आ रहा है that they are talking about bryophytes here. And ये diagram किसका हो रहा है? This is for the moss funaria. तो इसका मतलब यहाँ पे अभी जब हम इस डायग्राम के बेसिस पे ऑलरेडी कैप्सूल बोल रहे हैं तो ब्रायोफाइट होगा, ये सारी चीज़ें समझ में आ रही है. सो इस क्वेश्चन में एग्जैक्टली हम यहाँ पे क्या देख रहे हैं? वी आर स्टडीइंग अ ब्रायोफाइट. अब यहाँ पे मॉस या ब्रायोफाइट या मार्केंशिया तीनों ऑप्शन आ रहा है. तो व्हाट इज दिस? दिस इज नॉट अ प्रोटोनेमा, दिस इज नॉट अ जुवेनाइल स्टेज, दिस इज द अडल्ट स्टेज ऑफ अ ब्रायोफाइट. सो इसका मतलब क्वेश्चन नंबर 121, द करेक्ट आंसर शुड बी ऑप्शन सी. Now question 122, match the columns. NAD, this is going to be used as what? As an electron acceptor, as a proton acceptor, as a hydrogen acceptor. Any of these terms you can utilize over here. So what we notice is NAD, this can be used to accept hydrogen during glycolysis. So A यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा? 2. सिमिलरली FAD भी क्या हो रहा है? ये भी इलेक्ट्रॉन्स या ये भी हाइड्रोजन एक्सेप्ट कर रहा है, लेकिन इसका जो रिडक्शन हो रहा है वो जनरली कहाँ पे हम लोग ऑब्जर्व करते हैं? दैट इज ड्यूरिंग क्रेब्स साइकिल. सो FAD क्रेब्स साइकिल से रिलेटेड हो रहा है. सो B4. ऑक्सीजन, पूरे इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसपोर्ट सिस्टम में ऑक्सीजन इज एक्टिंग एज द फाइनल इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सेप्टर, फाइनल हाइड्रोजन एक्सेप्टर. सो C शुड बी 1. And ATP synthase, this is involved in the synthesis of ATP utilizing a proton gradient. So D3. So A2, B4, C1, D3. Question number 122, the correct answer should be option C. Now question 123, select the statement which is not correct. If you look at statement D here, both cilia and flagella emerge from axoneme. Axoneme is considered to be the core of cilia and flagella. लेकिन वो emerge axoneme से नहीं हो रहा है, emerge हो रहा है from a basal body structure. So it seems ये statement यहाँ पे incorrect है जो हमसे पूछा गया है. So 123, the correct answer should be option D. Now 124, which group of plants shows true alternation of generation with dominant sporophyte? तो dominant sporophyte plus a true case of alternation of generation जैसे ही आ गया. So it means we are talking about pteridophytes. So option C 124 का होगा pteridophytes. Now question 125, two statements है. Statement 1, dinoflagellates may cause red tides. This is true. A dinoflagellate called Gonolax, it does cause excessive growth in an area, eventually resulting in the red tide phenomenon. तो statement 1 correct है. Dinoflagellates possess two flagella. ये भी correct है. Dinoflagellates, they will have one flagella longitudinally placed, the other transversely placed. तो statement 2 भी यहाँ पे correct है. Both statements 1 and 2 are correct. Question 125, the correct answer should be option A. Question number 126, the first acceptor of carbon dioxide in C4 plants. तो C4 plants में जो acceptor molecule है, that is phosphoenol pyruvate, which later results in the formation of oxaloacetic acid. So question number 126, the correct answer should be option B, phosphoenol pyruvate. Now question number 128, how many ATP produced if two molecules of glucose is oxidized in lactic acid fermentation? तो anaerobic respiration lactic acid fermentation में अगर एक glucose molecule use हो रहा है, so per glucose what we are noticing is the glycolysis process, it results in the formation of 2 net ATP. तो इसका मतलब question में हमसे 2 glucose बोला जा रहा है, so it should be 4 ATP. So therefore question number 128, the correct answer should be option C, 4. Now question 129, another diagram based question from anatomy. The vascular bundles in the given section is, if you notice a very well formed pith here, all the layers of the ground tissue system seem to be well formed. तो इसका मतलब ये किस चीज़ की बात हो रही है? This is actually a stem and that too particularly a dicot stem. तो जैसे डाइकॉट स्टेम आ रहा है तो पहला चीज़ तो स्टेम में वैस्कुलर बंडल कॉन्जॉइंट होगा, सो ऑप्शंस बी एंड सी. अगर डाइकॉट स्टेम हो रहा है सो इट शुड हैव ओपन वैस्कुलर बंडल्स एंड द जाइलम, द प्रोटोजाइलम शुड बी एंडार्क इन नेचर. सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 129, द करेक्ट आंसर शुड बी ऑप्शन सी. क्वेश्चन नंबर 130, दिस इज अ मैच द कॉलम क्वेश्चन, ईजी हो रहा है. What exactly is a species? It shows highest degree of resemblance, A1. Genus is showing less similarity than species. Family, further less similarity than genus. Order, least similarity among these. तो ये जो भी चार कैटेगरी है उसमें least similarity. तो डायरेक्ट यहाँ पे मैच हो रहा है A1, B2, C3, D4. So question number 130, the correct answer should be option B. Now question number 131, another match the column question. Pteridophytes, in case of pteridophytes what we notice is vascular tissues are present. तो इसका मतलब 1A. Bryophytes, in case of bryophytes the gametophyte is dominant, so 2D. Angiosperms, they show double fertilization, 3C. And algae, embryo structure tends to be absent, so 4B. So इसका मतलब 1A, 2D, 3C and 4B. तो आंसर हमारा यहाँ पे क्या बन रहा है? ऑप्शन A. Now question 132, which type of fruit is characteristic of poaceae? तो poaceae का जो unique fruit हो रहा है जिसमें fruit coat and seed coat fuse हो जाता है, that particular type of fruit is called to be a caryopsis. The best example of caryopsis you would have seen in your day-to-day life is the rice grain. So धान जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं उसका जो outer brown cover है, when you remove it, it's the seed coat and the fruit coat fused, and then inside the white structure that you notice, that is the typical seed structure. So caryopsis fruit, that is the answer for question number 132. 133, cell theory does not apply to. So cell theory applies to all living organisms provided it has a cellular structure. But an acellular structure, a particle which is not made up of a cell but under specific conditions does show property of living, that is a virus. So virus is considered to be an exception for cell theory. So 133, the correct answer should be option C. Now question number 134, loss of ability of a cell to divide is associated with. So as long as it is dividing, उसको हम लोग मेरिस्टेमेटिक एक्टिविटी या सेल डिवीजन बोल सकते हैं. जैसे ही सेल ने डिवीजन बंद करके it resulted in the formation of a permanent structure, एक permanent tissue उसने बना दिया है, that is considered to be the process of differentiation. एक differentiated tissue फ्यूचर में अगर दोबारा मेरिस्टेमेटिक एक्टिविटी रीगेन कर रहा है, that is called to be de-differentiation. तो यहाँ पे पूछा loss of ability of a cell to divide, so that is differentiation. Question 134, the correct answer should be option B. Now the last question from biological classification, C.R. Jacob, that's the Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease in humans, is caused by, so this disease is a prion disease. So question number 135, the correct answer should be option B. So I hope these solutions, they will help you to clarify any doubts that you have. Good luck for your future endeavors. Thank you.